Hey Cam, look at one cold night and the lake froze. It's all water the day before. Now just a little ice around the edges. Isn't that crazy? Can hardly see the screen. The conservation officer. Hello, Cam. I can hardly see the screen, so bright. I gotta switch this. Your what's about to end? What's that, Tom? I'm gonna have to make the screen lighter. Dark, light up more when I turn this off. Oh, it got so dark. Got down to like 13 or something. Hey, Blue. Yeah, cold day. Look at the lake frozen one night. Look. One cold night and it did all that. You believe that? Hey, Jeremy. Hi, Stephanie. I know, one cold night got down to 13, but no wind, so the water was pretty still. This is spring fed. I think that's interesting as hell. Tell you the truth, I don't think I can't remember my life where I saw it this significant in one night. I think everything came together. No wind, super cold. Oh, Lake George, yeah, it was all open. Yeah, sure was that one. You know, I mentioned on my thing, you don't mess around with GoPros, but I've noticed, you know, those things get hot when you use them. And even in the winter, they get hot when you use them. And I've almost lost one twice. I put it on a little bit of angle on something frozen, it'll slip. As soon as that heats up, it'll slide right off there. That rubber on the bottom of those, it's just perfect to make it like frictionless. Yeah, I'll have to change this because I can't see this that good. The screen. Oh, you're crying? Why, Thomas? Yeah, Lake George, yep. I think it's 28 today. 28 right now. Daisy's out there doing her cross-country skiing. Good girl, hon. Good girl. Yeah, call a crisis line. That's right. No wind though. I got a damn doctor's appointment today with my buddy. It's a stupid-ass, worthless appointment too. You know, there's this thing with Medicare and Medicaid, and if a patient comes back for some reason that you originally treated him for, they'll cancel the whole bill, even if it meant in a week in the hospital, and you come back with the same problem, they won't pay it. They'll say this person shouldn't have been discharged. So I got this colonoscopy issue, and this guy wants to make sure now that it's going to be billed under Medicare. So he's making me go to another appointment to give more detailed notes on why I want to go. Well, it doesn't make any sense because I'm already 2 years overdue on the colonoscopy I was supposed to have. So this is just a big waste of time, all to cover his ass, not my guy, but the next guy, to make sure that he gets paid. And they wonder why the system gets backed up sometimes. Well, there's an example. Yeah, Thomas, you need to call a crisis line. You need to call a crisis line. We're not equipped to do that. I wish the best for you, but I would call somebody or go to an emergency room. See that eagle there looking for something right there? That bald eagle? That's a young one right there, you see him? Right above the road. I just saw a whole bunch of deer. I got some video of it. They're standing right out in the open on a cold winter day because they're hungry, taking a chance of getting shot. That's a perfect place where they're at to get taken out because they're cold and they're hungry. And even though they realize, believe me, it's hunting season, they couldn't wait any longer to try to get something to eat in an open field. Oh, 50 miles? Oh, okay. Hey, Mary. Look at the whole lake froze one night. Not completely. No, hell no, I'm not. That's about an inch thick. But it all froze in one night. You believe that? Come on over here, hon. Stay out of that road, hon. You party. That something? Yeah, I'm in the parking lot, yeah. Here's the dock thing. This is where my GoPro fell off the other day. I'm supposed to go to a showing at a funeral Friday and a party in Ann Arbor, but I also am coming to Traverse City. Hey, hon, you partying? You getting cold? You want to party now? Wow. Daisy's ready to party. Mary says Daisy's down for everything. You down for everything, hon? Huh? You are down for everything. Are you? Good girl. Ah, yeah. Time to party at a girl. Hey, Penny. Yeah, I've been thinking about a place to go, and last night I was doing it. I was thinking about heading southwest. Then I thought about just getting a new pair. My snow tires have got about 1 year, and it's just not worth saving $50. I think I'm going to give them away and get a new pair. So here's my thinking. I was going to go out to Las Vegas or down to New Mexico over Christmas and New Year. And then I thought, nah, screw it. Just get some snow tires and go up in the UP and get Lake Superior. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe I ought to just go down to Florida through the central part, Okeechobee, Immokalee, Belglade, and do some photography and some interviews like rural Florida. And then I thought, screw it, I'm not going to do any of it. So I'm really kind of at an impasse on what I'm going to do. No, nobody wants to go, Thomas, but it gets you immediate care and it moves things along. If you're this bad, it's going to take months titrating things with an outpatient clinic. So just go in. Do you have insurance, or are you on Medicare or Medicaid or what? That's right, Bob. Yeah, I've been all over California. Yep, sure have. Yep. Yeah, you're right, Penny. No, the Central Florida is great. I mean, Belle Glades, watch yourself down there. But Clewiston, Okeechobee, all those places are super cool. Yeah, well, Thomas, I would say do that, okay? Oh, Yankee Town, been over there a lot, yeah. Yeah, Crystal Springs, cool. Did you go see the manatees? Yeah, is that the manatees or is that Crystal River? I'm not sure where Crystal Springs is, I guess. What are you doing over there, Penny? Oh, Ocala, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, so you're further central, north, yeah, okay. Ocala's got crazy. Hey, Neff. Manatee, yeah, it's not, I don't know. I wouldn't mind going and doing some photography, like in Belle Glade and stuff like that. But I could care less about Fort Lauderdale, Miami, West Palm Beach. If I never went to those places again, it'd be too soon. No, it just froze last night. No, it's not totally frozen over. Definitely not safe. Probably an inch thick. Yeah, people skate. Yeah, not the last 10 years, though, too much. It's been pretty mild winters and it doesn't freeze like it used to, but this is a normal winter. It's, in my lifetime. So it's kind of nice to see, actually, although we're getting a warm up. Deer out here. They'll be lucky if they don't get their head. You got a super cold, frozen base, nothing to eat, and they're out standing in the middle of deer blinds. I say good luck, dear. Hey, Susie. I say good luck. There's that tree I take photos of all the time. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Well, good luck to you down there, Penny. That was fun last night. See these deer out here? Good luck. Keep your eyes open. It's gonna be a beautiful drive where I'm going. The doctor asked me if they could use me for a medical study. He said, Tom, I don't know how to break this to you, but you've got the testosterone of a 16-year-old raging bull. And would you mind if we did a medical study on you? I said, doctor, I'd be glad to. He describes me as a freak of nature. Yeah. That's how they refer to me in the medical lab, the freak. Although because of HIPAA, I'm not supposed to know that. He said, it's none of my business, but if you ever considered opening up a fertility clinic. I said, I got a YouTube channel. Yeah, wait to see where I'm going. Really beautiful. Now, this is a major hospital connected to this doctor's office, and I'm going to a different office today just so I could. It worked out better for them. I'll bet you money when I go in there, they're going to want all my insurance cards and fill out all this bullshit, even though I've been to the other locations multiple times. Yeah, any of you women that have had fertility problems out there, here I am. I got medical records to back it up. No, I'm not. No, this doctor wants extra notes. I don't really care. That's just not working out for me. This getting an appointment easy. I think I'm still debating if I'm gonna head up north and just photograph and video Lake Superior in the winter, or if I'm gonna go to New Mexico or Las Vegas or down around the southern tip of Arizona. Here's another problem, is if you look at Michigan, for me to get out to like Santa Fe and those places, if I don't have winter tires on, which I won't, even though I'd like to go the northern route and head south, I'm not doing that without winter tires. And the last thing I need is winter tires when I'm in New Mexico and Arizona and Nevada. So you see the problem? And if you look at the temperatures are pretty damn cold, pretty far south. So I don't want to take the chance of heading west with normal tires on and getting caught in a damn snowstorm. I mean, I'd love to go through Denver and cut across over Denver over to that Grants Pass or whatever it is, Grand Ledge, Grand Lake. But this time of the year, I don't know if like that's it's too much of a gamble. I've gotten caught there before where I had to just dick around for a couple days before I could get on the other side, which like sucks. So that's why I thought, well, maybe I'll go to Florida and just, or maybe I'll go down to Mississippi. And then I thought maybe I'll go to Lexington and Louisville. I like that, but I've been there already. So I'm kind of in a jam. Hi, Rachel. Yeah, that's what I mean. So, I mean, I think it'd be cool if I had snow tires on. I wouldn't think a thing about it, but I don't want snow tires heading into warm states. That's kind of the debacle I have going on here right now, you know? Hey, Blue, why don't we, I told you about this crazy testosterone level I have. Why don't we go to do one of those experimental programs where we do a test tube baby, and then we put it on a YouTube channel and chart the baby's development and birth as it ages, and then monetize it and sell t-shirts. Penny, you want in on it? You guys getting in a cat fight over this? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool down there where you are in a way, Penny, but in a way it's not. There's just something about that hot, sticky air, and it can be really super depressing if you're isolated in Florida. If you're on a party boat outside of Fort Lauderdale, you know, and it's January and everybody you know is freezing their ass off in Ohio, that's one thing. But to be out, even in rural Florida, out in the woods, that pine trees and that sand, and it's just not as good as you think it would be. Hey, Alethea, how you doing? Yeah, Thomas. Well, I mean, no offense, but do you want to get treatment or do you want to talk about getting treatment? We've told you what to do and what we think you should do. And are you going to do it or not? Because I just don't think this is the right forum for you to talk this way without acting on what we've suggested to do. I don't want to have you on here a half hour talking about how bad you're doing, but yet not doing anything about it. Oh, that's good, Alethea. You feeling better? Sarasota is the only, this is my opinion, which doesn't mean anything. It's the only city I know in Florida with Midwest culture. You would think you were in Livonia or Birmingham. It's weird. It's like you took a Michigan nice city and you moved it to Florida. I think it's a nice town. It's got a rich history too. It's the most like the Midwest of any other city in Florida. Yeah, that's what I say, Blue. Yeah, it's Midwest culture. It's so weird. I don't know how they've kept it like that all these years. I mean, I'm interested in Florida from a nature standpoint, and from I like the storms, and I like the rich history of interior Florida. Belglade, Clewiston, all those places, Immokalee. But other than that, you can have it. And honestly, I'm just wondering if I could handle it mentally once I hit the Florida line until I got that far south. So I just really detest that state. I hate everything about it. Yeah, it's a really interesting city considering it's Florida. It reminds you of kind of like Ann Arbor, believe it or not. They've just avoided the pink and the light blue stuccos and the cheesy lights and the palm trees planted on every square inch of available soil. Yeah, it's nice. Rich, and like I said, there's a lot of history there, particularly with the circus. Yeah, I lived in Orlando for a while, about 6 months, and I never went to Disney. I went to Busch Gardens and I went to SeaWorld once. Hey, Jackie. You know, 30 miles south, there isn't any snow at all. I think that's so cool how these air masses come through there and just coat these huge areas with snow, and like here that close away, nothing. That says welcome hunters at the Moose Lodge and doesn't even look open. Hey, Frisky. Yeah, I'm supposed to go to Ann Arbor Friday. Hey, Blue, I think he should be blocked. I hate to do it, but this is a certain type personality. We've done the right thing, advised him what to do, and it's just going to go on forever. We can unblock him later, but yeah, I was going to go to the visitation, then their last Christmas party they're having at a place where I used to get my planes worked on. We had great memories there, especially with this guy. I'm debating about it. Oh, it wasn't like I was kept in touch with him. Last time I saw him was 5 years ago. I mean, I'm not making excuses, but it isn't like, it's fringe about me going to it anyway. Yeah, it just finally gets to the point where it's something different now. We've told him what to do. We really don't, it's a hot potato. We're not equipped or trained to do anything, and I just like to distance myself from it. Oh, good. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, it's just, after a while, and I'm not saying it's not legit, but it turns into something other than someone scared, in need, and not knowing what to do, into an hour-long chat about this and that. And I just don't want that over here. I think it wrecks the chat. And you could argue that a different way. It's like, well, why didn't you tell him to just go get help? And why did you keep talking to him? Yeah, I agree. So true. We did everything we could. And once that happened, it was time for him to go to a plan B. So thank you. Yeah, thanks, Frisky. I mean, I hate to do that, but it just, it gets to a point, really, I think it could be argued. I mean, if I was at YouTube and somebody complained about it and you looked at the chat and it's like, hey, here's a guy out here, he's having difficulty. You're not trained medical professionals. You advised him to call 911, and you should have advised him to call him, but instead you just kept giving layperson's advice, even though he presented a difficult, potentially life-threatening, blah, blah, blah. So there's not one check box that we didn't check off. And when he didn't do any of the things that we suggested, I didn't think it made sense for him to be around anymore. Yeah, no, this is a pretty area right here. Yep. Wouldn't you like your way to the doctor to look like this? Country life, on the way to the doctor. Hey, T-Joss. It's like 28, not bad at all. Yeah, silos, yep. I got my new phone holder in the mail yesterday. I didn't open it yet, though. Hi, hon. Partying with Dad? Good girl. Well, here, I'm going to leave this running, you guys. You guys can talk if you want. Not going to be in there that long. I'm going to try and set another record for sperm count and testosterone level. I hold the record here. Well, you can unblock them if you want, Frisky. I only caught part of it driving, but it just gets to the point where it changes from someone needing help to someone that says they want help, but they just talk endlessly about it. You know, I hate to brag, but when I come in here, the nurses and the girls just kind of wink. And I'm not a mind reader, but I think that it just means like you the man. You the man. That's how I interpret it. Oh, okay. Yeah, yep. He's been on before too. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Blue. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to tell the doctor a story today about a lady I know out in Denver that used to get horny watching a guy use a wrench. It kind of breaks up the boring, checking my heartbeat and stuff. They really look forward to me coming here. No, no names, no problem. Absolutely not. Daisy, you guard the van, hon. You kill anything that comes in. You be a good girl, honey. I don't even think I have a mask. Maybe I do. Oh yeah, I got one. Got lucky. Hey, hon. You guys are some real troopers. Thank. Hi, hon. Hi, Dee. Hi, Dee. Hi, girl. Thanks for keeping an eye on this. Oh, good. Yeah, she's keeping an eye on things. Frisky, did you go back and look at that? And if you did you think he should be unblocked or what? Hey, JP. Yeah, Daisy keeps an eye on things. Hi, hon. Good girl, honey. Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. Hey, JP, how you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, you don't want. Yeah, that's one of the things you never know if you're erring on the right side or the wrong side. But I do know that there's some liability associated with letting it go on. Hi, hon. You're a good girl. Good baby. You're gonna get a treat, honey. You're gonna get a treat. You're a good girl. You're a good girl, hon. You watch the van. You're gonna get a treat. Yeah. Come on over here. Get over on Dad. You wanna come over? You wanna ride on Dad's lap? Good girl. See how Daisy pays attention when you're talking to her? You wanna get on Dad's lap? You good girl? Dad stop by and get you a treat? You want a treat for watching the van? You do want a treat. You do want a treat? You're gonna get one. You're gonna get a treat. Yes, you are, honey. Yes, you are. You're gonna get a treat. I'll get you one. You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Come on over here. You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one. Come on over here. Go on. Get over there. Girl. She is the cutest damn dog. She does stuff like that all day. You see how she was paying attention when I was talking to her? No, it's unbelievable. I'm telling you. I know I say this over and over and over again, but I've never had a dog like this. She was like that as a 6-month-old puppy. Yeah, she is the cutest damn dog. She does stuff like that constantly. Well, one thing I didn't know I had, as it turns out, I got like a hernia I never knew I had. And I'll tell you, I know how I got it. Putting that damn kayak trailer hitch on the back of the van this summer. Oh, my phone is ringing? Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. So I'm going to get this referral, and it may be a gallbladder issue too. It's better, but I'm still a ways away from, being as good as I want. I dropped off so much, man. I used to be on like A plus, keeping up with things. Man, I'm like terrible anymore. That's why I'm a little bit motivated to get into the bottom of this. Like, I'll give you an example. I told you, when you get Medicare, you get this, they call it a catch-up exam where they check everything out. And I had already been, like, not following up like I used to. So I get my results back, and I end up just not doing any of the referrals. I didn't go to the ophthalmologist. I didn't go to the dermatologist. And I didn't because I never didn't follow up with a colonoscopy. I didn't because when I got my results back in March, and there wasn't anything that came up, I thought, this is bullshit. I feel like shit. And I just wasn't motivated, even though I knew I should have been, to go out and do these things, because I thought if hey, we checked your blood markers, and hey, you got to watch this, and this is what you need to do. But when they came back, like, you appear like you're in good shape, it's like, yeah, bullshit. Honest to God, I know this sounds nuts, but I think if I ever get to the bottom of this, it may not even been depression, those times that got me in trouble. I'm telling you, man, there's something that is wrong with me. And, when you pass every test, and nothing should... But I'll tell you, I really believe, I'm not kidding you, not that I got a problem with owning depression, but if I ever get to the bottom of this bullshit, I think a lot of things are going to go away. I don't do anything anymore. I don't follow up on appointments. I file extensions on my income tax. I don't get anything done. I do like the bare minimum on everything. Yeah, I'm going to get a referral for this colonoscopy. I got to go to a dermatologist. I didn't go to any of them, but I got to get this colonoscopy thing done, that's for sure. One problem I had is I wasn't drinking enough water, which I knew, but I'm telling you, even like today, I knew when I got up today. You think when you get up at night that you get up because you have to go to the bathroom. That's really not it. You get up, and then your brain tells you got to go to the bathroom. You're not getting up because you got to go to the bathroom, although it seems like it. Oh, as you know, as you wake up, you're laying there for a second, you think, oh, I think I'll go to the bathroom. It's really reversed. You wake up, and then second is the urge to go to the bathroom. It's not the other way around. And there are a lot of things like that with this medical stuff. And I knew today when I got up, even though yesterday was no different than any other day when I felt better, I knew when I got up today, it's like, I feel like shit. My joints ache. I don't quite feel right. I feel tired. I describe it to this doctor. I feel poisoned, like somebody poisoned me. I'm not kidding you. I'm not imagining this bullshit. And like, I got to go to this funeral Friday and supposedly this party. But if I felt like Friday, like I feel today, I'm not going. If I felt like I did yesterday, I'm going. But there's something to it. And believe me, man, my problems are nothing compared to most people. I know that too. Yeah, it's not like, a cry for help or some shit. I'm just telling you, I'm hopeful that I can... I wondered how they got this stuff off the road when it was like really frozen down. Well, here's your answer right here. I don't even think they make these things new anymore. I never see them anywhere. They're always old beaters. like this one. But this thing definitely can do something the plow can't do, and I'm sure somebody that knows more about it knows why. See the wind coming out of the west? Something feels like it's burning though. Not diesel fuel, but like rubber burning. Yeah, I don't really, the crazy thing about it is, like, I'm totally obsessed with YouTube and photography. Seriously, man, it's like a screw loose. I can feel like I'm gonna drop dead and I don't do my income tax, pay my bills, clean my condo, finish my painting, give Daisy a haircut, but I do that damn crazy photography. I ain't talking about you, honey. It's okay. You good girl. You good girl. This guy probably thinks, why doesn't this guy pass me? I think it's cool watching this thing. And I don't want to be a quadriplegic. But this thing kicks ass, man. This is hard, frozen snow stuck to the road. And this thing is blowing it off like it's nothing. Hey, me, Candy. Yeah, lead poison really isn't a concern for adults. It basically affects children and adults that are childbearing age. But this lead and the flint thing, I don't want to get into a debate about it, but I'm talking about kids eating old lead paint that was banned years ago. You got to eat quite a bit of it. But as far as typical lead poisoning, I mean, let's just put it this way. I'm not saying something didn't happen, but once something turns political, you can forget about objective information. And I'm just saying, you got to drink a shit ton of water. But the lead in houses, if somebody said to me, hey Tom, there's your dream house, it's all done with lead paint, I'd have no problem. I don't even think you can sell a house with lead paint anymore. You want to get the straight answer about lead paint, talk to the Amish, the ones that do painting and building. They're still crying in their beer about not being able to use lead paint. I mean, there are downsides to it, but when it's used in the right circumstance, if you were a painter, you would have a different appreciation for it. If a daycare center was painted in it and half the babies had brain damage, well, you probably wouldn't think too much about it. It's like everything. Where are you at in the equation? Yeah, but in fairness to these kids that eat paint, it does taste sweet. And you know how babies are. They put everything in their mouth. I know if I'd have had a baby, I'd have said, here, suck on this, an electrical socket. Because I never wanted a baby. Yeah, you're right, me, Candy. It's so true. I'm sure there's some place that you can get it. There's some place you can get it. I think, I don't know where. Yes, I would, Blue. I'd put a pacifier in the end of it, 220. And then I'd make a YouTube video out of it. Look at that thing sparking. You see those sparks? That's what that smell is. I didn't think that thing was down far enough on the concrete to actually spark it. But see those sparks coming out of the right bottom? I just lifted the blade now. Yeah, I'm gonna move up to. I don't know how you do it, me, Kenny. I'm telling you, it's a certain type personality. I mean, hats off to you. I mean, that's a just daily living up there is like a certain type person. I could no way do it. I couldn't do it. As soon as the heat went out there, if I was your husband, you'd find me crying in the corner with a binky in my mouth and a Charlie Brown blanket. It'd totally destroy my male ego. Yeah, but that's not, it's like, you find people, I know my limitations. I mean, I think I'm good at certain things in small batches. I think I would have been a super strict, crazy parent. Honestly, I know that sounds nuts, but that's one of the reasons why I decided early on I don't want kids. First of all, I think the world's nuts. Secondly, I got a bad gene pool. And thirdly, I didn't want to spend that kind of time and have my genes overrule my parenting abilities, end up with some kook, even though I did everything right. I just didn't want to roll the dice like that. It was probabilities, and I didn't think they were good. I do think in my life, if something would have ever occurred where, I could have helped a kid out or something, I probably would have, but it just never, it never went my way. Well, I hate to say this because, when you go to a medical facility and you get treatment and it's done right and they're professional, in this day and age of political correctness, you're not supposed to comment. And I kind of get it. I do. If I was drinking in an airplane hangar with a bunch of pilots, we could be, talking freely. I'll give you an example. I had friends of mine call me the other day. I don't really hang around too many people. And they said, hey, you're coming over tonight, and we just wanted to let you know that, Johnny Fucknuts and Sally, they want to stop by for a couple hours, and we know how you are about that. And we thought we'd tell you in advance. And it's like, yeah, that's right. I don't want to come over now. Now, they're nice people, and the way they pitch it to a nut like me is that, Tom, you may not be able to talk as freely as you want. That's like candy coating it. But what it really meant was, please don't come over. You're going to think these people are stupid. You're not going to have a good time. Let's just do it another night. That's the translation. So they were right. I said, nah, I don't think I want to come over. It's just like if somebody I got a lunch plan with. It's like, hey, Tom, do you mind if I bring Sally? It's like, yeah, I do mind if you bring Sally. And I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to have to get to know her. I'm going to have to answer a bunch of small talk questions. And I don't want to. I want to just talk to you. I want to call you a dumb fuck if I think it's necessary. And I don't want to be on pins and needles with etiquette over someone that I don't want anything from. I'm not lonely. So no, do not bring your friend, please. Yeah, I know it sounds probably rude, but I'm honest with them about it. I don't want to be getting to know new people and stuff. Small talk. Another thing too I want to get is, now a couple people got the virtual axe today. Look, here's cutting to the chase. This is the advantage of being able to tell the truth, where I think I'm lucky to be able to do. You start a chat, we have like good people like Meat Candy, got lucky. I could have taken the high road with Meat Candy and thought, I don't know about this. She's been on these damn chats with Katie and Crazy Tiffany, and just by guilt by association, ducks fly with ducks. I think I don't want Meat Candy around here. But then God intervened, and one day I heard Meat Candy mention what a huge mistake it was to befriend Tiffany, and those were the magic words. It's like those are the kind of people that I want around here. I mean, there's good people, good luck in your life, but I don't want you on the chat. I don't want to listen to stupid jokes. That's another thing too. I was thinking about this last night in bed. We're pretty good about it already, but I don't want to hear any stupid jokes during a chat. Most of them aren't funny. Matter of fact, I don't know that I've ever had somebody type one that was really funny. So, Blue, I say no more jokes, just like we don't want to talk about politics. No more jokes. They're so stupid. Here's what happens on the jokes. You get somebody that comes on that thinks they're funny and they're not, which is hard to believe because in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, I guarantee you, there's been plenty of doors shut on these people. They're not at all witty, but yet they keep trudging forward. They're going to tell jokes even if they're going to get a potentially locked door. And it just, what happens is you see these people, you're kind, you laugh, you put up with it, and then it morphs into, you see them come up on a chat and you think, oh shit, it's so and so. And then, as always, their behavior exhibits itself and they start telling jokes that aren't funny. And then you're on your own chat, your own channel, and you're dreading watching names pop up because you know what's coming down the pike. And I think in one way or the other, because usually what comes along with that is something else weird. Sexual innuendos, weird shit. So you usually got a chance to depth charge them before it ever gets to one of their stupid, silly jokes. So I'll cut to the chase here. Here's the bottom line. From now on, yeah, I want to just blow these people out of the water with their stupid jokes. I don't want to hear them. I put it right on the same category of politics and bullshit. I don't want to hear about people dying, getting the COVID shot, that the COVID shot, they're injecting you with the microphone, or the government's tracking you. I want all these people to walk you bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. I want women that like men, men that like women, people that work. Integrity is important to them. Being non-drama queens is something that they strive for. Those are the kind of people that I want in a chat. And the only way to get those people on a regular basis is to watch their behavior, the jokes they tell, the comments they make. Sooner or later, their personality is going to rear its ugly head. And you can call me a big asshole. I've said all along, I don't think it's any great right that you get to be on the chat. If we've got 3 people on there having a civil, informative, intelligent conversation, or even a conversation about what it's like living in Fairbanks, Alaska, and there's 3 of us and we have a good time and everybody's learned something at the end of the hour chat, we win. 3 people only. Not 300, not 30, not 3,000, not 10,000 thumbs up. We win. Seriously. So when I go on there and I see Blue or Meat Candy or Faye or Mary, I think, oh wow, I get like a good dopamine rush. It's like, oh, Mary's on here. Oh, it's like Faye's on here. Oh, this is great. Oh, Meat Candy's gonna tell us something about the weather up there today. I'm happy rather than, oh fuck. Look who's on here. It's Mr. Jack-Off Jokester. No drama, no crazy lunatic saying that Maddie got hit by a plow truck. I don't want to hear about Bobbles and Sling Blade and Liberace and what Sharon did and if she's using again. I don't want to hear transgender Angie rant. I want to just blow my head off when I hear SG say anything. I don't want those people around. I don't want them commenting. I want them blown out of the water. Hey, Paul. Hi, hon. No, yeah, no, I know what you mean, Blue. Yep. 12 above. I'm gonna go in here and get a lunch now. And watch my little girl pay attention to her verbal cues. You get over, hon? Thank you, honey. Thank you, hon. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Thank you, honey. You're the smartest dog I ever had. Thank you for listening to people words. Thank you, honey. You're going to get big treat when we get home. Thank you. Which one was that? Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, I think I micro focus on that. It doesn't take me much to get turned off with people. It doesn't. I mean, you know, look, when I'm around guys, even when I'm around guys, I mean, there's a certain civility, a tact that you have. How you doing? Having a good day? Good. Snow tomorrow. 3 inches. 1 to 4:30. All right, keep your eyes peeled. Have a good day. No, but I don't want guys to. Yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. Here's another huge advantage to this. How you doing? Sit wherever I'm on. Oh yeah, I might get something different today. Thank you. And that is that there's such thing as like tact and civility and diplome and etiquette. And I know that the people that I just mentioned have that. Which means, how you doing?
Good. You want some water?
Yeah, please. Can I get one of those big things of water too? My doctor says I'm not drinking enough water. Yeah.
You're like, have you sat with me at the
Yeah, I know.
restaurant?
That's what I should have said. I'll bring that up next time.
I have witnessed drinking almost a gallon of water in here. Don't know that.
So here's my point. Yeah, it's Blob. He's just a low-life, ignorant, big-mouth, militant, racist jerk. Yeah, just a shit bag as a person. Yeah. No, but I mean, you shouldn't, you know, there's a reason. This is all voluntary. We all come together on our own volition, in our own time. And we don't need to put up with this bullshit that we need to put up with at a job or someplace else. So if there's someone that doesn't see it our way and has basic etiquette or something positive to bring, they can hit the road. I wish I had a block button for other people in my life, like people that I know. What's that one thing I got before I forget? Oh, I think I'll get this.
Okay?
Yeah, can I get that spicy?
Yeah.
Can I get it with shrimp?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yeah, medium
dinner?
spicy. Yeah, dinner, yeah. And can I upgrade to the bigger bowl of soup?
Sure. Okay, so you want
How many hours you working at the party store?
40.
How many?
40.
No way. In here too? Wow.
Oh, no, here I work like 25 hours.
So you're working 65 hours a week? Well, you're a workaholic.
Yeah, my husband's a small engine mechanic and stay-at-home dad, so.
Oh, cool.
Why not?
Oh, yeah, right. So he's a small engine mechanic. Well,
Yeah.
when I need a small engine fixed, I'll let you know.
You said medium heat?
Yeah.
I'll bring your soup out in just
How many kids you have?
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Be right back
Oh,
here.
good. Yep, thanks. No, the block button, but I see like, you know what I mean? It seems like it's easy. Like you just get a channel and all of a sudden you're having these good conversations. It's not easy. I mean, to get to where we're at now, like takes forever. You know what I mean? And it's all over time. People will show you their true colors. Whether you can catch it in a lot of ways. Like I just asked Blue about this today. You know, I don't want guys. Look, I'm a guy, but I don't want guys coming on here talking about tits and pussy and shit like that and jokes. I just don't, and for the reasons you understand. You know what I mean? It's just bye-bye. Yeah, just so much rip. I mean, if you, so people, they finally quit doing it. You know, people would send me links to like drama, and sometimes I do click on them. But I've pretty much over doing that. Yeah, it's a bunch of riffraff, white trash, drug talk, going back and forth. I mean, it's as low as it gets. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying everybody's, I'm not saying that I haven't made inappropriate comments and nobody's perfect, but when your entire mantra is like going back and forth about Maddie or what Sharon does, oh my God. One to 2 feet. Wow. We're getting 4 inches. Like Brian's a good guy. I mean, I think everybody on here that like is a mod, you guys know, I don't need to explain this to you. And if you had to write a 500 word paper on what it is, I think we're all on the same page. That's what I say. That's why I like Mandy. She is being honest. I don't go on there much just because I don't have time by the time I do my own things. But that Dr. Phil producer did call me. She was actually very cool, and I did give Gerald the information. Does anybody know if they followed up or anything? Oh, thank you, William. It's hard to face reality sometimes. I'm in table number 3. I mean, I do like Maddie. I do genuinely like her. I like Becky too. Cassie called me today. I gotta call her back. I mean, hey, you guys, if anybody's out there who's got any ideas, I'm always open for them. I have my own secret fantasy that Maddie's going to get out of there. I mean, it's a small one, but I mean, I think there'd be something wrong with it if you didn't hope that she did, but I just don't see it happening. But I do think there's an avenue for lying sometimes too. If a lady walked in here right now and was 450 pounds in a spring dress and said, "Do you think I'm the best looking woman you'd ever seen in your life?" I'd say, "Well, I wouldn't say that, but I think you're good looking." That's a lie. But I would do it. If I have to lie to not hurt somebody's feelings, I will do it. Oh, okay. Well, that producer did tell me during the conversation that they don't pay to send anybody to rehab anymore.
There you
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pad thai with shrimp and lime and green onions. Yeah, it's good. I know you guys know he's a friend of mine, but that doctor I just once, I'll tell you, man, seriously, I've met one guy like this in my whole life. He is, I'm just giving this as an example because I don't live a Christian lifestyle. But he swear if you took Jesus and you brought him down to earth, like for real, if you told me it was my buddy, I would believe it. He's that great of a person. Oh, seafood boil? Yeah, that's good. I don't even know where to get good seafood. You know, I only get it because I get a little tired of the peanut curry. Now, I noticed last night when I was doing that live, I went down to Saginaw. You know, I got that bag of chips. And I noticed when I ate one chip, it like made my stomach hurt. Oh, isn't that weird, Patrima? I've heard of that before. I'll tell you, a lot of things are like that. I've known beekeepers before. And, you know, that you get these weirdos. These are the same kind of people that get eaten by their pet bear and mauled by their pet tiger. You got this certain type personality. It's analogous to these stalkers on YouTube. It's just a trait in them that they can't do anything about. And there's beekeepers like that. They think that they've got some connection with nature that you don't. And what they'll do in the spring, and I do think there's an element of truth to that. It seemed to me, this is just my biased opinion, in the spring when bees are busy, they don't have anything to protect. They've went through most of their honey to survive. They're getting ready to build up a system to work for the summer going into the fall, and they're not really into stinging your ass. Now, when they start producing brood or it's getting into fall and they got a honey thing to frame to protect, they will sting your ass in a heartbeat. So you'll get a lot of people that'll pull the top off in the spring and they're not wearing a bee suit and the bees are flying all over hell, landing on them. And you're thinking, what the hell? This guy's got some like connection. That's bullshit. But here's my point. I know beekeepers that have been stung on and off for 30 years. And all of a sudden one day they get anaphylactic shock. And the theory behind that is there's just a slight chemical variation in that particular venom from that bee at that time that makes your body overreact. It's interesting, but like you say with shrimp, yeah, the chemical composition of digestion changes with people, and it can be good or bad. I'm telling you, Blue, he's the nicest guy in the world. He's the type guy you'll find at 4 o'clock in the morning, 100 miles away. It's like, what are you doing up here? And you find out that he's given free samples of medication that he kept to people that couldn't afford it because he saw a news story. And he's embarrassed that you caught him doing it. This is here for the people out there with medical problems. Let me give you an example of how things can happen. Here's a perfect example. So I got a buddy of mine. He was in the service. He hurt his back when he was like 23. It's bothered him on and off. It finally got to the point where like it was affecting his life big time. So I'm out eating dinner with my buddy one night, and I tell him about it. And he said, "Why don't you have him make an appointment with me?" Now this is after 30 years of suffering. And I said, "Okay." Now, believe me, he's got more patience than he can handle.
How's everything?
Good so far.
Good.
Thank you.
Oi.
Oh well. Does that mirror you? It didn't
She
land.
rubbed off
That,
on
that
me.
didn't land on my Kmart shoe, did it?
No,
Okay.
it landed right on the table there.
Yeah, I don't care. I do that stuff all the time at home.
Well, she's been dropping stuff all day, so I guess she rubbed off on me.
Yeah, it's all right. They don't cost much. But anyway, I get him a referral to my guy. Now, my friend, tried to get referrals. Nobody give him one because they didn't think he was symptomatic enough to get an MRI. So he tells my friend a story, gets an MRI. My buddy refers him to a neurosurgeon. Guy says, "You need surgery." It's like, really? It's like, yeah. And he says, as a matter of fact, where this is at, you shouldn't have any problem at all. Long story short, got surgery a year ago. In 6 weeks, he was pain-free. That was 3.5 years ago, and he's doing great. Doesn't have any back problems whatsoever. Now, he's been trying to get this done this way for over 30 years. So if you've got something that's bothering you, just stick at it, and I hope you get lucky. Because if he'd have just kept saying the same doctors, he'd still be in pain and probably would be worse by now. See, here's what some doctors are afraid of. You don't want to get tagged by an insurance company for recommending too many tests. I mean, in some place, those days are over. At the risk of stereotyping, I'll tell you another thing about this restaurant. Now, I think it's because they're Asians. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's an Italian guy and a Polish guy out there cooking shrimp just fine. But this is one of the few places that I go that don't overcook the shrimp. Oh, I'm glad you got relief. Hey, Ann, how are you? No, I didn't make an announcement. No, I didn't make any announcement. You're probably starting trouble, Ann. Get ready to block this Ann, because I think she's lying already. First of all, I didn't make any announcement. That's the big clue. Bye-bye, Ann. Bye-bye, Ann. Walkie, bye-bye. Yeah, I had that too, Patrina, but I think you should keep looking for other causes. Yeah, it's a good job. They never said that, and I didn't make any announcement, so what's left to let her post? You know, here's the thing, though. Like when I was younger, if you look at seasonal affective disorder and vitamin D levels, even if you look at dopamine and serotonin, man, a lot of those studies are flawed. There's people all over in the sunlight all day long in Florida right now with low vitamin D. It's not always sunlight. There's people that have never been depressed a day in their life with low levels of serotonin, like the lowest ever recorded. Meat candy, do you know of people that's an issue with up there? Yeah, no, you're right about that. And that's also why when you go to a doctor and you're low on vitamin D, you get that fast absorption. How would you, Meekan, I think you would really like to go to Barrow and Aleutian Islands. Oh, sorry about that, Neff. Neff, why don't you go get a good dinner? Go get a really good steak dinner or seafood dinner. I'll PayPal you the money. Is there a place there you can go get a nice top flight dinner? Oh, really, JP? That's interesting. Neff, why don't you go, is there a good restaurant there you can go get a good dinner?
Okay, thank you.
Man. Blue, I was telling you about heading out to New Mexico. If you look at a map, like the way I'd like to go is cut down through, even though I hate doing it, cut down through like Chicago to Oklahoma and cut over. But man, there's snow and cold weather. It's like, that's not too smart. And the other way for me to do it is to go way south and then cut west. But I hate that whole area. It's all, I'll be heading south all that way before I head west. So I'm kind of screwed either way. Yeah, Patrima, have you tried Vrylar? Vraylar, I think it is. Vrylar? Let me get the correct spelling for you. But as you know, there's a big difference between how the crow flies and heading south and west. I mean, I could get screwed all the way down to Chattanooga. Oh, I think my camera locked up. Railer, yeah. My buddy says that's number one on his efficacy list for patients in the last couple years. Yeah, you're right about that, meat candy.
don't know if you know, but these are the lunch and dinner
Yeah, I'm
options.
not disciplined enough to keep up with it.
Every meal can come in any of those with your lunch or dinner option, and then those are your okay? So, that is
Oh, it's buffering? Here, let me start it over. Hold on. I'll keep the same chat going, but let me start this over.